let's start the video, and let's try to keep this really simple. So, well, Oonagh.
Yes.
Nice to see you. Starting with that. We will be doing a series of exercises that will be helping you warming up one exercise in particular. We will assess movements. So the movements that we will assess will be you push versus you pull, internal and external rotation on the shoulder, your core, squatting position, lunge position. All the patterns as well will be, try to check all the boxes. And if there is an imbalance, that go always into your program. Wherever you go, you want to be strong, so you focus on strength, and imagine that you have issues on upper body with the movement. So rather than go straight into the barbell, you will start with dumbbells and working on volume. And when you have better motor coordination, then you just move forward. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will start with the scratch. And the scratch test is
Sweet, that'd be awesome.
you will start with one thumb up, one thumb down. One fist up, one down. And what we are doing is you go with one down, one up, and you will try to match them, in the middle. So one will be try to touch your scapula, and another one will be just going behind. We'll be doing both at the same time. And when you do 3 repetitions each side, facing the wall, so then you can see it from the front. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go. That was good. Let's do the same thing, facing forward. Then that 1 second. Good, keep going.
That's 3. You want me to go?
Yeah, you can stop. When you do left versus the right side, do you feel more tightness on one side compared to another?
This shoulder feels tighter.
When you go back, can you turn around? Yeah, and I see already, that's why I pulled the t-shirt before, because the scapula here was bringing a bit, okay?
Yeah.
Relax. So, relax. No, you're facing. So then, what happens when you try to reach, the scapula starts to bring, versus another one that stays. So it's more like, I want to say this, the scapula tries to stabilize more, so it's more stabilized exercise we will need to do to focus on the right shoulder. Versus the left. Can you do just only one arm? Now we will be doing only with the left, and then also with the right side.
So we start with this
And
side?
then you can face me forward. Bring me forward first,
So this one?
Yeah. That's good.
Keep going.
Go again. Very nice. Switch. Do you feel a bit like the left versus the right side, or you feel the same?
I kind of feel the same.
Good. Then we do the opposite. Now we go from the bottom, turn around. A lot higher,
Yeah.
Massive difference. You can do it again, please. Can you do it again the right side? So then we should see that on the camera. So you can see it's almost like a fist. That's good. You can stop. Anyway, you can really go and touch all the way up on the scapula. So it means that the test is good. You pass. So you can see the imbalance between the left and the right side. But you need to do more challenge, and the difference, is quite big. You can notice that. You'll see in the video. Then we do next air squats. When we do air squats, yes, you place as you wish. That normally squatting should be wide as your shoulder, slightly pointing out, and when you keep your arms in a wide position. So then when you go, hips back and down, try to keep the tension and go as deep as possible. Keeping your thumbs always backwards. Yeah, and you will be looking at that if you have an deviation going forward, any challenge, you know, hips versus ankle versus upward. Let's do it.
Face front first.
I will be facing, because like that will be better on the camera, facing this direction. And give me a slow, nice and controlled 5 repetitions. Good. How do you feel?
I would use squat therapy. My torso, I'd like my torso to be a little more upright.
Yeah, you can see at the beginning, the first 2 repetitions you are leaning forward a lot more, and also you are correcting a bit.
Yeah.
Still that your arms they go further than your toes.
Yeah.
That your arms will be like almost at the same line like your toes.
Yeah.
You will see that your toes is more vertical. Also, you went quite deep. You are losing a bit in the bottom position. You're like winking a bit your bum, losing the core.
Okay.
You don't have to go that deep down. Maybe you have to go like slightly like just above the parallel. And then just go up.
Yeah.
Because then you wouldn't be losing that core. It's just the beginning, you know, you go slightly forward, try to, you know, change the position. Looks okay, but because the arms they're going forward further than the toes, there is the challenge, and probably one of the things that you need to focus. You improve the pattern, you improve your strength as well. Toe touches. So you will show how flexible you are, and you will take your time. You can start with chin to chest, down slowly, go vertebra by vertebra, and try to, with full extension of your legs, touch your toes, We'll see wherever you can reach. Let's go up again, super slow again, nice and controlled, chin to chest, go vertebra by vertebra. Show me how far you can reach. Again, like at the beginning, every repetition you can go a bit further. We will be focused on the first ones, okay? If you can go with your palms, well, fantastic.
Probably not.
Full extension of your legs, that's the most important. That's good, that's really good. Not only looking that you can touch your toes, you're only looking that you can flex, you know, the spine. And you show me that is good. Just one more. Nice and controlled. Awesome. Good, that's really good. Let's move. Lunges. So I want you to sit here in an L position. What we do is we will measure hips, you know, versus the top of your ankle. I will put 2 plates. So that will give you the distance where you need to do a split lunge. And then we'll do a few repetitions. We compare left to right, And if you have any imbalance, maybe you will show. So we put here next to the hip, and then this one would be the ankle. You compare up. Well, this is too long for me, Mind this. I will be like there, that will be my toe, and here should be my ankle from there, vertical down. My arms will be on top of my shoulder, just touch the floor, and full extend. And you will give me 5 reps each side. Let's do this 2 times, okay? So we get a bit more fatigue and maybe a bit of deviation later on.
Is that good?
That's good, Nice job. 5 and 5. Let's go again. Perfect. Good, you can stop. You feel any difference? Left versus the right side?
Strength-wise, my left leg, I think forward, is a little bit stronger. I also have a stretch which happens a lot more on this side. and I don't have anything on that
Do
side.
you feel more confident with the left forward or the right forward?
Left.
With the left forward?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. A few repetitions, give me 5 and 5. Because before also you were done with a knee too far forward.
Okay.
Yeah? Try to stop all, like go more vertical down, yeah, and force that your knee can go too far. If I stop your knee from traveling forward, do you feel unstable?
Yeah, a little bit unstable, yeah.
It's funny, it even look better to me this side versus another.
Do I?
Yeah, but you don't like it, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe you need to like focus more on this one, that's why it looks so weird.
Yeah.
All of them look good. Yeah? Leg raises. So we will be now on the floor on your back, and it's a similar pattern that we will be looking for. We're like going left to right deviations. We will be looking also, for example, flexibility in your hamstring. If you can stretch your leg, it will be beyond the knees. I will show you only on the right side because I pull my hamstring on the left, so then honestly it will be not looking as good. Also, you will be focused on if you are arching your back, you will make deviations. You know, like maybe your pelvis is moving, and then that will help you to go past the knee. You try to do is your body stay still, engage your core, you push your belly button against your spine, you know, almost everything is flat. Legs full extended. What I'm doing is keeping always my foot pointed this direction. Up, yeah?
Okay.
I don't know how it looks, but I think that probably I will go above the knee, yeah? That's the idea. Yeah? If you, there is people, you didn't see them maybe here, I'd say this a lot. And that's all that people can know. And that's bad, obviously. This is me with my leg at the moment. The leg above the knee.
But you're vertical on the
Almost,
other side.
almost, but it's really hard
Yeah.
versus this one that now
Yeah.
it's good.
Straight
Yeah?
up.
So let's check also, you know, left to right again. If there is any deviations, if you like it, you don't like it, then also give me feedback. If you feel the tension as well, yeah. Maybe I didn't see that, but you feel it.
Okay.
So you need feedback. Right? Good job. Very nice. Can you go alternating so then I can compare them better?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Good. Look pretty much the same. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Happy for you to start, yeah. So, almost getting there. We are going now into the plan assessment. So first we'll be doing the side plan.
Yeah.
Usually for many of my clients, they fail on the side plans. Look like I did a program, the complete exercise, right? Yeah. The plan A is looking on holding that left versus the right side. Also, the engagement of the hips. You know, you have to be in this good position. The alignment of the body. See if you have any deviations. Not only just on this direction, like you'll be pointing the hip. It's also on this direction. And maybe you're leaning forward to compensate. We try to get, you know, a few planks for 10 seconds. And then we stop. Then we start with holding. Ideally, we want to hold for 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Shouldn't tell you, but let's go to 90 seconds. If you can hold it, perfect. You know, if you can hold it, but we'll see how long it takes one versus the other.
Yeah.
So now I want you go with your feet together. You will place your elbows underneath your shoulder. Okay. And then just lift it up. You can hold here or lift it up. This is up to you. I will just hammer my hip. Okay. The alignment of my body in this direction, and the alignment of my body also this direction. Okay. Both planes. Let's do 10 seconds. everything tense. 3, 2, 1, stop. This is your right side, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think that you're dominant on the right side? The left is the strongest.
Yeah.
So let's start with the right side.
Okay.
Yes. We always start with the weakest, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Like when I want to do a press with someone else, always I will say left first,
Yeah.
please.
Uh-huh.
If you're left-handed, well, no, let's go on the right side.
Yeah.
Because, like in bodybuilding, remember that sometimes when you work on volume, you do, okay, let's do 8 to 12 repetitions.
Yeah.
Well, can it be 12 on the right and 8 on the left?
Yeah.
They have to be equal, so you
Yeah.
start always on the weakest.
Yeah.
Also, when we are doing the test, you will be getting fatigue. So I prefer that you don't start fatigue on the weakest side because maybe it will make a bigger difference of how much you could be holding
Yeah.
kind of day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do a side plank on the right side first, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And let's start in 10 seconds. 1.5 minutes.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift it up. Keep holding. Then don't talk to me. We'll be talking with you to just entertain you.
Okay.
But you keep focused. You keep focused. So overall, you understand, the point that we are making on all the assessment. We start, from the top, right from top toes, finish with forward. And the idea always is we are checking more like patterns because this is how then I put into the program. If you're really bad doing lunges, this is something that we need to improve. Into the program, will be lunges, yes. Will be also step ups, will be exercises that they will be helping.
Yeah.
Any type of lunges could be split lunges to start versus maybe walking lunges that will be, not as good.
Yeah.
Same thing when we're doing core exercises. It's easy to, what you see, many times, on the program will be like, not mine, right? But in any other program, will be like a lot of sit-ups, a lot of plank. It's simple. If your side plank is weaker than a reverse plank or a normal plank, what it will happen is that, okay, you see, we can do more Russian twist, working on the legs. We can do farmer's carry only on one side, and that will help you to improve a lot more. We finish in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. How feel that?
Tough.
Good, it's fantastic. I said that usually there is where people start feeling, more stress, like, oh man, I cannot do this. Like 30 seconds, done. For some people that they don't exercise a lot, they came to do the assessment first time ever, and they start feeling a bit upset, like, I cannot do this. Well, because you don't exercise.
Yeah.
So it said that overall everything is really well balanced, just this squatting is something that we definitely have to focus on. Waiting that. We are doing our side plank on the right side. On the left side, let's have another 30 seconds break. Yeah? And let's start 2 fatigue. And then we have only 2 more exercises, and it will be reverse plank and a front linear plank. And what it does is not only just focus on the on the core, will be also focus on push versus pulling. If you're stronger pulling, because when I'm doing a reverse plank, I want you to retract your shoulder, keep it strong there in that position. When I want you to do a plank position, I want you to retract your shoulder. No, protract your shoulder.
Yep.
So let's go now. And we start in 3, 2, 1, up and strong. Good. To alignment. Strong position. Fantastic. Looking good, Oonagh? Looking good. We'll see if I improve my skills doing the video versus the first one, because the first one was with Alice, and I don't have to send the presentation. My wife, you know, could be that she sounds a bit aggressive. She has strong opinions.
Yeah.
Shouldn't make you laugh now. Keep holding, keep holding. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah. Shaking.
Shaking, eh? Shaking. Keeping it strong, keeping it strong. 20 seconds. You got this. Holding, holding strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. 90 seconds. How was that?
Tough.
That was tough,
I
eh?
shake a lot.
Because you're holding the tension. That's
Yeah.
good. The left, you said that was the strongest.
So yeah,
That was
I'm right-handed, but I feel sometimes more comfortable on the left side.
on the left side, yeah? So it's funny. Well, I'm right-handed. So now that you say this, when you do the plank position on the left versus the right side, I cannot tell you if I'm strong on one side versus another. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did that. I don't remember. But when I play football with friends, you know, and I have to be keeper,
Yeah.
I don't know how to fall down to the right side.
Yeah.
Imagine that I shoot me a penalty, and I'm going there.
Yeah.
It's the only one that I know how to fall.
Yeah.
If I do this, I feel, I don't know how to land it, and I'm feeling I will hurt myself.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if it is even, and it could be, my sleeping side is the left,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping only on this side,
Yeah.
I don't want to go to that one.
Yeah.
It's habits that we create,
Yeah.
and then became also sometimes physical challenges.
Yeah.
Something really common happened to one of my clients. When we did the assessment, we can see that even before we start, she's standing, and one shoulder is here, another shoulder is there. And it's basically because she always wears the bag on one side, and she never changes.
Yeah.
And she started just doing things like changing the bag, and obviously we started exercising and started changing completely.
Yeah.
But it was a challenge for her to
Yeah.
not continue to do that.
Yeah.
And on her body, even if you look back, when you see someone like take off the shirt, and then you see the shoulder so wonky.
Yeah.
For only just put in the bag. And I know that a lady should be always wearing a bag, but RuPaul said. Yes. Sounds like it's like RuPaul. So we do a reverse plank. And what I'm doing now is, okay, focus on retracting the shoulder. Just focus up here, it's like the main focus. Palms just underneath my shoulder, slightly further. If you go there, then you cannot really reach up. You see my body is changing. You just put just behind, slightly behind my hips, and what I'm doing is I'm lifting up, but before I'm lifting, I will be squeezing my shoulder back. Because if you start lifting it and they are not squeezed, they will be so difficult for you to retract the shoulder. So you start by, just thinking the engagement that you need, my shoulder should be retracted, squeeze them back. My glutes should be squeezed, lifting up my hips. And holding this position for 10 seconds to try, and I will check if the position looks good, then 1 minute on total.
1 minute.
Yeah, that's not 90 seconds, is it? So, before we start, I want you to squeeze the shoulder back, and they should be squeezed all the way through, you see. Okay, now lift it up. Good position. Really good position. Keep holding. Tension 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, awesome. How feel?
That's going to be tough. A minute's going to be tough.
This will be tough,
Yeah.
This will be tough. So as I said, this is not only core, this is push versus pull.
Yeah.
You need to retract the shoulder. You want to, earning good pull-ups.
Yeah.
You have to have a good movement there.
Yeah.
You have to retract really well the scapula. So let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go up. Good position. Remember, breathe there. Breathe. Very nice. Keep holding there. Good. Checking that you are on the shot. I was just pretty worried. It's looking good. Keep holding, keep holding. Finishing. 15 now, 15 seconds. Keep holding strong. You got this. And stop. Fantastic.
Oh.
60 seconds. Half another minute break, then we go on from plank position, leaning plank. So, explain to you how to get into position. You just go on your knees. My palms there underneath my shoulder, yeah? And remember, I want to really drop back here, right? Push that whole position as well, like your shoulder should be pressing against the floor. I'm doing a stepping, first one leg, yeah? Matching. Minute we'll start counting from there, okay?
Okay.
This position. I don't want you there.
Yes.
I want you to be in there.
Yeah.
Okay? So you feel the engagement through the shoulder, you know, you put everything tense, you know. Your legs will be really well squeezed. We are doing again another minute. And probably it will be a lot easier. You're doing a lot of planks, not on your own. So it's a position that you know how to achieve.
Yeah.
Let's do 10 seconds.
Yeah.
10 seconds first. Good. Hold that. It's 10 seconds strong. You can see the tension. If you're shaking, it's good. It means that you put the effort on. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay.
I do shake a lot.
Do you shake? Well, there is the thing is, I don't know, maybe mistake, but I think it's Russian kettlebell plank or something like that. I think it's like it is written. I think it's RKP.
Yeah.
And it's plank, a version of plank. So basically, the same thing that you just did on your elbows, and you really hold the tension.
Yeah.
And the idea is that you put so much tension that then the plank is a lot harder than a normal plank, because normal plank, many people they just
relax.
Relax. And then it's like, well, then if you put a plank and you put all the effort on here, and I'm retracting and I'm pushing and then I'm protracting here, this is really hard. And then if I'm squeezing everything, then everything is tensing, and then I will be like that, shaking, and I cannot, if I put as much effort as I cannot hold a ladder.
Yeah.
Every
Batter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like 20, 10, 20, 10.
Yeah.
Now at the end, I'm really stressed.
Shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's you putting the stress into the movement,
Yeah.
making the effort,
Yeah.
and it works.
Yeah.
Versus just relaxing the tension, making no difference. No difference also then for you and your training, because you have to put the effort on the movement. So let's go front plank position. We complete another minute, okay? 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and hold. And keep strong. This will be the last one. And then you have to go into the air bike. And on the air bike we have party. Keep holding. I know this is good. But I would say, a bit more American. On the air bike you have party. That's 15 seconds. Keep holding. How was that?
Easier than...
Than reverse,
Yeah.
yeah? And I put on the notes. Everything has to be noted. Overall, you passed all the tests, not the sporting. The sporting, you will
That's
lean
the word.
forward. Yeah, I will be reviewing that again on the video. But it look like again, you know, your that is leaning forward. You go forward like better than the toes. And like you said, you could be doing some sport therapy. Yeah. What you have to do is to improve your motor control. So, imagine sporting, you want to improve the sporting, perfect. But we can do even with a barbell because you have so much fitness in you. Let's do a lot of accumulation on squat versus the lifting that you can do accumulation because realization faster. Then you can keep the accumulation takes longer for sporting. How it should be, imagine that someone is really bad in even an air squat. They will start with an air squat, obviously, tempo. Tempo, 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 tempo. Because then you will always have time for you to shift the position and focus on motor control. Goblet. Goblet versus back squat because goblet also first is light. Second, you balance yourself, how you to balance when you are with the dumbbell in front of you. Then the transition is from normal air squats to goblets, all of them obviously with tempo, a low volume, 8, 12 repetitions, volume, 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 a low repetition until you're sporting. You're a master doing sports.
Yeah.
That's the idea. No?
Yeah.
Assess after a few months, like how is the sporting? Oh, it's looking better.
Yeah.
When it's looking better, then definitely, then when you start loading the barbell, it's going heavier because you are more upright, because the barbell is not shifting forward. If the barbell is not on the midline, you know that it's getting heavier because it's far from your center of gravity.
Yeah.
The closer that you are on the center of gravity, the lightest that will feel.
Yeah.
I always explain, holding a plate here for 10 seconds is harder than holding a plate here for 10 seconds. So if you're doing a back squat and the barbell is going forward, then you will be leaning, you will finish on your toes. And you're moving forward with your torso, so you're pushing the barbell away. As soon as you feel like I'm in control of the movement, the barbell is going down vertical, it's feeling lighter. And then when you get at the bottom, well, you don't feel in a hole, you know, that you cannot get out, you can bounce the repetition better. Well, good job. It's 8 by time, you know? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There you go. Done. This part, done.